I woke up yesterday thinking, how do we progress in Resident Evil Zero, and it just occurred to me how silly I had been. How did we get into the secret room first time? Piano. How do we get into it after it closes from we picking up the battery? Obviously, still the piano. That one was clear to me. But what we do with it I still got no clue about. I also had a good look around far more than I have in any previous session. In all the previous sessions I tend to look around for a single minute and find out what we were missing right away. This time, well, I found out a couple of things, and also a couple of places we forgot to pick up ammo. Unfortunately, I also discovered monkeys have infested this place, meaning getting the ammo is simply not worth it anymore unless we actually need to go there. I discovered one key item I didn't notice the first time. We'll go over everything I did off camera and play a video after I've gone through it. The chance of me doing this correctly the first time is incredibly slim, so let's see how long this will take.
This way!
Yeah.
So Rebecca is currently in one hit. This makes this next part kinda, well, you will see.
I'll go check over there.
Okay.
Well, the one doesn't happen very often, but yep, this is what I had to deal with off camera. This is possible and I've definitely done it.
Let's go.
Consistently
Okay.
requires a tiny bit of luck. We need him to launch at us. There's so much that can go wrong with this, and why I figured doing this off camera in preparation for this was smart.
Rebecca, where are you?
I actually did a big mistake there. But hey, this is one thing if I did not remember this would happen. So basically you would want to go through one by one. Or else Billy just stays in the hallway. Since I did a fairly decent attempt at this, it doesn't matter we get hit, as I will essentially show what I did. Oh yeah. Actually, I did this off camera too. I didn't realize that Rebecca's interaction with the piano was different. Huh. That's odd. Let me try to re-enter. I love the guy is ready in the hallway. Could it be because we picked up the battery?
Let's regroup.
Roger.
Haha, so true. Let's see if I can do this now. Nope. Oh well, I will load this save one more time after this to show it off.
I'll go.
Yeah.
Apparently Rebecca plays a different song than Billy, and she doesn't actually open the door, only Billy plays the right song, which I thought was cool. Oh wait, we can do it this way. If we have Billy try to pick it up, this should work the same. Yep, you right, Adrian, literally my thought too, haha. I just thought this interaction was super freaking cool. I guess that Rebecca is just not that good on the piano. As we see, the secret door is still closed. I love small little Easter eggs like that. No, I never did play Christ in Resident Evil 1. That would be a fun one. I do be curious. Christ? I meant Chris, lol. To be fair, I do think Chris could be Christ the way he punches those boulders. I am genuinely curious. I assume that Barry do not save Chris if you do not have the fake shotgun in place.
Come on.
Okay.
Okay, so essentially we now have the battery, whatever that does. Okay, so for the next part 1 we'll do it in this order
check it
first,
out.
just
Okay.
since the likelihood of Rebecca dying here is high. Panic. Lol, I was about to say that too, Adrian. It's a trait you wouldn't expect. That went somewhat alright. Gosh, this guy is relentless, I swear. That's right. I didn't actually realize you could headshot from that distance. That was sweet, haha. So this is the thing I figured out off camera. I also know where it goes. For now it doesn't help us whatsoever. Okay, so essentially I had to do this without Rebecca dying and also try to avoid Billy getting
Let's
hit.
regroup.
This
Roger.
took me quite a bit of time. But let's see if we can make it. Not Billy was simply too low on health, haha. Not the run. Usually Billy do not get hit nearly as much as on this run, as I was mainly just showing off what I did off camera. But yeah, I did a recording just to show this off.
Resident Evil.
Here goes.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
This way.
Roger.
Come on.
Roger.
Split up.
Roger.
This way.
Okay.
Let's split up. I'll check it out.
Roger.
Gosh, the amount of cuts I did in all of this. I don't think I have ever cut down a video to this extreme. I hope it came across well.
Resident Evil 0.
So with our brand new saves we unlocked the perfect run. The run where we only got hit a few times with Billy, will this be enough to save this run? Well, only time will tell. So we're back down to caution because of that stupid spider. Okay, so Adrian. I've pretty much looked everywhere, clock tower, the projector room, candle room and so forth. I have not found a single place with a locker or a place to put the battery. I could definitely use a hint, haha. I also went into the crazy bird room. The only thing I know we can do right now. That makes me think of either the high-up balcony or near clock tower. Interesting. If balcony, I dread that as it got monkeys. So I put it here last time. I'm gonna investigate. I wasn't much up balcony. I guess we will do near clock tower first, as that is the safest. Let's go. So this is like the boss puzzle right now. One out of 3. I'm so ready. We got this. We will show those monkeys. I'm legit thinking that acid might not be a bad idea. Him. Him. No, let's do the clock tower area first. I dread the other place. Wait, that is not the way. We need to go to the right. I had to think for a moment. This is actually super safe then. I did go here off camera too and discovered no birds. So this place right here. This makes me suspicious. Why do we get this angle? I feel it's important for something. Route. Adrian, I have been here countless times even when birds was here. It's like first after you asked I noticed it. I legit only saw it now for some reason. How was I this blind? Huh. So where is this even? Like in front of the mansion, I take it. That is true though. I do love it glows, it helps. I legit looked a lot here too also yesterday. I find that so funny. So yep, definitely front of mansion, so I guess it's for later. Let me ask you this way. The hint you said originally, was that referring to this or another one? Actually, can I interact in any shape or form? Nah. So since when was this here? I have never in my life seen this screen. I tried to drag the box. Did not seem to work, also couldn't seem to go behind it. Well, interesting area, but not really sure what to do about it as of yet, haha. Okay, now back to monkey slaying. I wonder if I can group them up. I do feel I wasted a good bit of ammo on zombies in here in beginning, haha. Can we just talk about how much I hate these? So I was gonna try to go back down in the backup to see if I could get the monkeys upstairs closer, but I feel that will just get me hit. Wow, that was poor, haha. This place do feel a bit suspicious. So am I dealing with a red herring here, Adrian, or is this actually it? Okay, kinda happy as I didn't want to waste the ammo on these, haha. Gonna look a bit around. Gonna reload this one so doesn't matter to waste a bit of ammo. Just trying to learn at this point. Surprised these guys were still here. Hello there, Dink Donut. How are you doing today?
Resident Evil 0.
I feel I have been to most if not all previous locations at this point. This do be
Follow
a
me.
confusing
Okay.
one.
I'll go.
Yeah.
Okay, one question, Adrian. So there's nothing more balcony-related locations for now, right? Or are you saying one location is accessible with a closer location to the tablet? So should I focus my efforts elsewhere? I think this is also balcony. Okay, thank you. Trying to think of places I haven't been at this point. What brings you by Link? Do you like horror games? I was in there too. There was nothing. I was also at end of hallway. I did find more ammo in there, but that was at home.
Resident Evil 0.
I assume going back to the rack of the train is a no-go, and to my knowledge there's no other locations down there, but I guess could be something new to try. Being extra cautious to check corners now. I got a manner of missing those. What's the odds using this app? There is actually it. I did not see any interactions, but you never know. I never even brought it with me as I figured it was no longer important, but gonna try that. Definitely at the point I feel it's not quite as straightforward anymore, haha. So getting this tablet will still be a roadblock as I do not know the purpose of battery. I could think it could be for the lift too. But the box is still in the way. I think clearing this room helps when we need to get Rebecca through. Yeah, figured it wouldn't be this obvious. I got this. Huh. This also looks like a door to me, haha. I mean, the only thing that throws me off is this. As it seems inaccessible. Or wait, is that the old pool area? Yep, it is. I just noticed the lift in front of the place now, knowing there's a lift at top. Wait, is this one of those cases where we now decide to look outside as we are at this point in the story? It would make sense. Queen. 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 I'm gonna beat up the next monkey I see. So all this time I imagined this was still locked. In no shape or form do I feel the game ever specified this was not accessible. Am I wrong? I am genuinely curious, haha. Well, here we go, lol. I kept thinking we still couldn't open the bloody front door. Do I feel like a fool now, haha. That's low-key hilarious, haha. Oh wait. Let me just look at this. Okay. That is on me. So I remembered two of the night doors that was revealed during the cutscene. The third one I literally had no clue about. I never realized the front door was a night door. That completely flew over my head. That is embarrassing, haha. Oh, absolutely. If you had told me straight up, I wouldn't have minded at this point, Adrian. I literally spent 2 hours off stream yesterday trying to look through every single area. It's more for cases where I hadn't been able to have a proper look. In this case, I definitely feel I had been to every single location. What threw me off when you mentioned that was the front door looking yellow on map and was like, don't tell me that is open, lol. Well, that was incredibly simple then, lol. It's always super obvious when you actually figure it out. I feel so silly. I am legit laughing at my own stupidity here. assume this does something out there. Also, thank you so much for the push in the right direction. Actually looking at the map helped tons, haha. So that solved the issue with the battery. We still got the locker key. The fact I brought the grappling hook before I tried the front door, haha. Okay, interesting. Gonna give this a shot. Okay, I guess it's literally just quick travel or like medium travel. That lift was hella slow.
Come on!
Okay.
So for the locker key, if it's a place inside of the mansion,
go.
do feel free to toss me a
Okay.
hint in the direction, as I've revisited all the areas several times at this point, not seeing it if it is inside of the mansion. Haha, right? Lara Croft moment. Oh my gosh, it's a Kaiser, welcome in. Lol, I gotta say, I really love your riddles, Adrian. I'm very good, haha. How about you? Well, this was worth a shot. I wonder how you would ever move the box back if you soft locked yourself like that. Okay, so let's think. A part of the building there's a room where one would access something to feel super duper safe. Where could that be? It low-key makes me think of like a fireplace. What a lovely fireplace. Now we just need marshmallows. Ouch, that is the worst. Kaiser, your poor feet. Oh right. Hmm. So I went down with the spiders where there's a room full of monkeys. That's like the most terrifying place to me in this place, I feel. I guess if we get hit, getting this tablet doesn't take long if we do need to reload. Voices of the Void doesn't ring a bell. I will have to look that up. Oh wait, it actually does ring a bell. I've seen this several times and actually had it recommended a couple of times. I forgot this was the title. Do you think it would be interesting for stream? It looked a little cryptic, haha. I didn't look much at it as I do prefer a blind experience. This is the only locker I did remember, but this one I did try last time I was down here. Hmm. To my knowledge, there was nothing in there relating to a locker, so I doubt this is it. But actually the place with all the ammo might be it. Can you talk about unlucky, lol? Wait, this was not the weapon place. Okay, just gonna do a bit of a sneaky load there and try the other place. Actually, I think I got an idea why you think it would scare most people if that isn't.
Resident Evil 0.
And that sounds super neat. I might give it a shot in that case, or maybe a bonus stream at some point, dependent.
Follow me.
Yeah. Let's split up.
Okay.
This way I remember my directions, cough. Also, I did have a look at the commands after stream too. Not sure why is having difficulties. It does look right on my end, so gonna try to troubleshoot it later. Oh yeah, let me try this very quick. Not sure if that works, or I do not have the power to do this yet. Not sure if I need to be affiliate or the like to do it. In any case, I do want to recommend and like to give a huge shout out to Adrian. He is a very neat Switch streamer, tend to do tarot card reading on stream, also likes horror games, been playing Alone in the Dark. Also, some might say he got an unhealthy obsession for Nintendo games. I definitely recommend you guys go check out his stuff. I often hang out in his chat. He got a lovely community and his streams always tend to be very chill and relaxing. Haha, of course, least I can do. Wait, what? We got random ammo here, but why? Ops forgot to leave stuff, I'm a dummy. Adrian, thank you for that hint. What the heck, so much ammo in here? It totally did. When I thought twice I was like, wait, probably the place you get locked into an arena area, haha. Well then I was gonna have no problem with one handgun bullet, but this is worth a lot. This gotta be the least secured case ever. I take it this is one part of two. Lol, literally. It's like putting your keys to your front door inside the door at all time. Let's see how this goes. I heard it was gonna charge. You know what, having been hit we might as well load and drop stuff.
Resident Evil 0.
We have to run twice anyway. I hate to save scum to this degree, but we got no health at all to spare. Would be ideal if we can avoid getting hit, but let's see. I'd be curious how we use it. Well then. That spider was out for blood. That's it.
Resident Evil 0.
Gonna shoot it. If it's gonna spit at me, it has it coming. Have pardoned my grammar. I keep wanting to go up to go here, haha. I still remember having so many healing items in Resident Evil 1. Cough.
Resident Evil 0.
Last attempt. Two hits is just not acceptable right now, haha. Been avoiding to shoot these, but shooting down definitely helps. Also just stood there like a silly kitty. Part of me is like we can just unlock it, but it's a shotgun, it's slow. I wanna punch a monkey.
Resident Evil 0.
So much for shooting down, haha. I have an idea though. It seems like it just stands there for a moment. When it landed, I can sneak past easily. They don't call me Solid Cat Master of Stealth for nothing. Okay, no one calls me that, but still. I hate spiders. Have I ever told you that? Let's not talk about the waste of ammo. Hey, we don't need to go down here again. I might have wasted 3 shots and no dead spiders, but I care for animal lives even though it's big spiders that terrify me. Sob. Okay, I got just a grand mission for Rebecca.
Let's regroup.
Okay.
Right? I wanted to leave them alone out of care, that's it. Can Rebecca push the box? I assume not. Billy. You are in the way.
I'll check it out.
Okay.
Yep, place to station 5. PlayStation 5, pardon me.
Come on.
Okay.
Adrian. Come here. I need to squeeze you. How did I never figure that out? After how long has it been? Like 12 hours at this point, lol. Gosh, that reminds me of a tale of two brothers trying to control both of them, haha. Oh, that's a good idea, let me try. What the heck? Neat. Does this actually increase damage?
Let's split up.
Okay.
Haha, that's all good. I was thinking we were trying to build the Magnum. So I thought we needed another part to combine into a new gun. Alright, we are lacking one last tablet. I assume it's somewhere in the mansion again. I did look for over 2 hours yesterday. Feel free to give me another cool riddle if you like, haha. I actually do not recall neither on top of my head. We got these two apparently. We do have a ton of Molotovs. Could probably come in handy for a boss or something. Gosh, I just imagine people playing this for the first time leaving items in the wrong room just to have monkeys appear later. Oh dear lol. Down below, oh dear, anything down below is never nice. Let's do a save in that case. They do feel like it, haha. Sometimes think easier. Hee hee. Yep, I did. Except DLC. Who could have seen that coming?
Resident Evil 0.
So let me answer that question, but giving you a mental image of a baby crying. I got arachnophobia to some degree, haha. Well, I don't think it's the monkey room of doom, as I couldn't interact with Hole. It definitely shoots much faster, I feel. Okay, so I have one other place that comes to mind.
0.
This one is literally Silent Hill 2. I wonder if you know what I mean by saying that, haha. Yep, you are on the right state of mind there. I always thought of the descending in Silent Hill 2 was like symbolic for Christianity's hell. The hole here was what I was referring to here, haha. Somewhere below. Somewhere below her. I only really feel there's two areas, both including spiders. This one, but this just goes to the lays in a single room with one item. This one is also one I don't know how to solve yet. If I was to take an educated guess, kill each animal and use their blood as some diabolical sacrifice to open the door. Gosh, this would be a pain to fight, haha. In all honesty, absolutely zero clue. I don't feel there's a single thing that I've seen that comes to mind. Also, yep, I did love that part too. Gave me goosebumps first time. Do love the series, always something in each that just does it for me, haha. I see. So it's just generic items, non-specific key items? Okay. Never mind, thought I was onto something. I was like, the eagle snatched a leg, the snake got no leg, there gotta be a connection. Well, that was a dark silly moment. Okay, so one specific item? Do I have this item currently? Huh, that's very interesting. Let me just have a good old look.
Let's regroup.
Roger.
I'll go alone.
Roger.
Don't tell me it's the knife, haha. Given your description, I feel we don't really have much else in the moment, haha. To me it looks like a sacrificial bowl, so I was thinking we had to fill it with blood. I feel I'm probably being a dummy here. So right now we guns shooting, it makes no sense. We got gasoline, I guess that could work, but again it's not endless supply, so also doubtful. Haha, I got no doubt. So the snake talked about being all poisonous, so maybe the blue herb makes sense. But also not endless supply, so I don't feel that is it. Fuck, wait. I just got it. Gosh freaking dang it. I'm so slow. It's a bull. What do you do with a bull? Either sacrifice blood, or well, put it on fire. I swear I keep forgetting that is a thing. I don't think I would ever have thought of that in a million years, lol. I was like, what would I find annoying to realize? Well then, haha. I couldn't believe how simple all of these are when you figure them out. That can be said for most things except for Silent Hill 1's piano puzzles and stuff. That Okay, I get it. Oh yeah, that did seem hella cryptic, lol. I actually really enjoy puzzles like these. Okay, so this one goes for the snake. I deem this the mightiest. Hmm. I'm kinda thinking this one just since it got the speed. But the kitty can get anything within its grasp. Let's go. I say wolf. And wolf could take anything down with its sharp tooth. Or teeth I should say, but that was not it, huh? That sounds hilarious, Adrian. I'm unsure about the original order of these. Maybe I should go from the strongest to the least strong. Let's try it the other way around. Well, this takes down horned beasts. But then what not is the question, haha. Maybe I only need to link up 2 instead of trying to link all 6 of them up. Or 7, I lost count. I definitely need a slush ice for this, I'm thirsty. One moment. I was low-key forgetting to hydrate, been so locked in. So what happens if I just focus on 2 at a time? I doubt that works. So what is the base order, home? If we knew the base, this would be a lot easier. It's funny to me, 2 of them perfectly make sense in relation to each other, but connected with the rest I fail to see an overall connection. from the spirits of the weak. Do we go from weak the strongest in that case? That could be. Like pick out the weakest up to the strongest ones. What is less strong compared to a deer, an eagle, and a snake? Lol. They all got their strengths. Last three ones seems more simple in that case, but I might be wrong. I feel I'm missing the proper context clue. Wait, it says something right there. The strong prey upon the weaker. Well, from this angle you can read it for this one, so I doubt it's relevant. Okay, they all seem to say that. Okay, I guess strong to weak then. This one is tough as strength is a bit relative, as in theory a snake bite can take down most things too. Sure, take your time. The hint with the snake might just mean we start with that. Also thinking what could do the most damage, thinking a horse could compared to a deer or a unicorn felt it had a horn. Never mind, just a horse. But I do feel a horse could do more damage than a deer. Maybe just in the natural order of the food chain. So in that case this would go for the deer. What would the deer go for then, though, as it's not a predator, huh? That's where that theory for me falls flat, haha. This is where it is incredibly logical with two animals at a time, like the bird is capturing a legless prey, which is obviously the snake. The snake takes down the tiger. Or leopard looks more like that. And this one goes for the deer. How do I link them all up though? Haha, maybe from the strongest predator to the least strong one and go by order. Well, it was not it. I mean, there's a sorta connection if we go from eagle to sneak to the leopard. To snack, to snake, haha. But bird is less strong than the rest of them, so I feel that order is wrong. Also, no real connection from horse to wolf here. genuinely curious what the connection is here. This is one puzzle I feel that sounds simple but doesn't really perform that way. There's many that doesn't really have much of a connection between one another, and if we just go from strong to weak, a lot of them can argue to be stronger by natural strengths like the snake. To me, snake is either first one or last one, which is kinda odd when we are trying to list them by strength. If we just go by pure body mass strength in that sense, we can try that. In that sense, I feel a horse is the strongest. This is not including stuff that a predator could come with, such as teeth, claws, or the like. Not yet. I got a hard time figuring out what exactly the game means with strength, haha. Can be raw body mass, natural gifts a creature could have like poison or claws and the like. Also, it's easy to find a connection for two animals. They all link up nicely with two, but for all of them that's tricky, haha. Like eagle literally says it snatches the snake. Maybe I should read more firmly what each one states. So if given by what this text says, this is the strongest. However, the snake also says it can take down the strongest. Does that make the snake stronger, haha? And this one literally pairs with the deer. This one is the most confusing one, as it just got speed. I feel I'm gonna be upset when I learn the answer, haha. Like just imagine we had an arena with all of these. How strong is a horse gonna be if it just runs away? Okay, I will ask you one thing, Adrian. Do all of the animals have to be in order to one another, or do I need to pair two up at a time from strongest to weakest? Also, should I ignore connections between animals? That might have been more than a single question. But I'm a cat, so it's fine. Like if I'm going for natural order of like the food chain, it kind of falls flat when I reach the deer, as the deer is not a predator. Interesting. I rambled a lot of things, so I'm trying to recall, haha. Oh, wait a moment. Never mind, but I would assume it would go for like a grassy field. So I fail to see the connection to that. If we're talking about what would consume it, then it's definitely the wolf, as the wolf even states it will take down a horned beast, meaning the deer. There's a lot of connections like that, but if we're going from pure strength, then going directly from wolf to deer makes little sense, as deer is less strong than other animals before getting to that. Okay, so I'm debating here. I would strongly assume the leopard goes first. But I was unsure if the snake would be stronger, as it mentions it can take down the strongest prey. So that puts the snake in a weird either the weakest or the strongest category to me, haha. The issue with strength is that it's so dependent on which factors you include and scenario plays into, but I would assume leopard, then I feel it would be horse, as that can take down most else, then wolf, then deer, then bird, then a snake. Do I have the right mindset here, or am I way off? I see. In that case, I do wonder if I need to find a connection to each of them, but that would make it not following from strong to weak in my head. So leopard, horse, wolf, deer, bird and snake will write in chat too. So from reading this text on the pedestal, the strong prey upon the weaker, the law of the jungle, I take it as we follow the natural progression in the wild, the strongest consume the weaker, so I would again think the list I sent in chat would make sense in my head. Also, one animal each have one thing they perfectly link up with. Like the wolf and the deer go together, the bird and the snake go together, the leopard and the horse I would assume, as the leopard says nothing can escape its grasp, despite of the speed of the horse. Huh? And you say I'm off here, so I assume I got quite the wrong mindset here, really unsure about this one right now, haha. Might have to come back to it for next stream as I've probably been on this puzzle alone for half an hour, don't want to bore. I guess I have an idea. Can you reveal the starting animal, Adrian? That should help me to confirm a thing or two. What in the world? That is bizarre, all my theories out the window, haha. The deer, very interesting, let me just run that through my head. I guess if we go from weak to strong, but I feel a deer is stronger than a bird, gonna try this way to see. trying very hard to use at least 110% of kitty brain power for this one, but I'm really not making much sense of it. Probably even less now that I know it starts with deer. I think I will have to come back and think this one over. Queen, that was it? Huh? So I went with deer to wolf, then horse to the leopard, then the snake to the bird. I don't get the logic why snake with bird is the last one. But I do get the logic that the prey is always the first one here, so deer goes to wolf, gets numbed, then the horse with leopard. True, so with this logic the snake basically takes down the leopard. Is that how I'm to understand this? The snake ends up taking down the leopard? That makes sense. The only connection I still feel iffy about is how is the wolf connected with the horse? I guess a wolf could easily still take down a wolf, and that is the logic. Sorry, let me try that one again. I guess a horse could easily still take down a wolf, and that is the logic. That is what I meant. Oh, true. Wait, okay, now that actually makes perfect sense. The horse got incredible speed, can outrun a wolf but not the leopard, okay. Yep, now it does make perfect sense, and the snake takes down leopard, okay. I was low-key thinking of the snake connection to the leopard when I did it, but I wasn't confident. I find it so funny I was ready to throw in the towel, as I feel I spent quite a long time on this one. I definitely feel I wouldn't have gotten this without the deer clue, though in no shape or form did any of my ideas start with that. Thank you so much for that. Definitely gave me the push I needed, haha. In that case, let's explore a little further and see if the tablet is in sight. I spot a tablet, lol. Lol, right? Let's go collect this with Rebecca. Lol, that is literally the equivalent to the skeleton in Dark Souls kicking you off the edge. What a greeting as your reward. Perfect, and we can pick back up the knife I tossed here. Imagine doing this puzzle with the monkeys here. I feel my brain is fried after that animal puzzle lol. I can't believe it started with deer. Right? Oh, here is a reward. Help Mom. Very nice. Alright, so this is essentially it here, and we now got all 3 tablet things. Can't wait to play Candy Crush on it. Or wait, wrong tablet. Okay, I'm getting the next part is a big deal and a saving would be smart here, so I'm gonna load up Billy with guns and Rebecca with tablets. Trying to organize a little.
Okay.
We'll go grab the tablets with Rebecca so she got those. I should probably bring Molotovs.
Let's split up.
Okay.
Billy got a single slot.
Let's regroup.
Roger.
I'll check it out.
Roger.
I find it pretty funny that you got 6 slots, but meanwhile Billy got 9 Molotovs on him at the same time. Okay, now with inventory management out of the way, we're in the perfect spot for the next time. I feel this is kinda a big deal enough to switch area, also since we've been here so long, so I'm trying to bring all the important stuff with us. I doubt it will be point of no return, but we might as well bring the most important stuff, and thank you. I would never have been able to do all of this without all your amazing hints. Thank you so much, Adrian. I really look forward to the next session, excited to see what this opens up. This was a lot of fun, a lot of thinking today, that's for certain, but I had fun. I hope it was entertaining as well. I will catch you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.